Welcome back to Intentional Living. Today I want to talk about the hidden cost of being the strong one. One thing I've noticed about many women, especially capable women, is that we become so good at holding everything together that we stop noticing what it's costing us. We manage the schedules, we solve problems, we take care of our families, our work responsibilities, our commitments, and often everyone else needs as well. From the outside, it can look like we're doing just fine. But underneath that strength, many women are carrying a level of exhaustion they rarely talk about. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, or like you're carrying more than your share, this conversation is for you. Let's talk about the hidden cost of being the strong one. So many women don't intentionally decide to carry everything. It happens gradually. It happens over time because you're responsible. You're dependable. You're caring. People know they can count on you. So when something needs to be done, you automatically step in. When there's a problem, you help solve it. When someone is struggling, you are there to support them. Over time, what begins as strength can quietly become an expectation, not just from other people, but from yourself. You start to believe that you should be able to handle it all, everything. And because you are capable, most people don't realize how much you're carrying. Trust me, I've been there. Sometimes you don't realize it either. Like you don't realize what you're taking on. And so being strong is not the problem. The problem is when strength becomes your only role. It becomes who you identify as. When you're always the helper, but you're never the one receiving support. When you're always checking on everyone else, but people are rarely checking in on you and you're rarely checking in on yourself. When your own needs are at the bottom of the list, the cost will begin to show up in very subtle ways. You feel tired even when you're rested. You lose interest in things you once enjoyed. You become impatient, disconnected. You are emotionally drained. And you may not be burned out from doing too much, but you may end up exhausted from carrying too much. And there is a difference, right? So one of the questions I often ask women is, are you making decisions from intention or from responsibility? Responsibility says, I have to, I should, no one else will. And intention asks you, what matters most right now? What is it that I need? What aligns with the season I am currently in? So many women have spent so much time responding to responsibilities that they've lost touch with what they actually want. And it's not because they don't care, but because they've been so busy surviving. They're surviving and not thriving. There comes a point when we have to stop asking what everyone else needs from us and begin asking what we need from ourselves. So here are some signs that you've lost connection with yourself. You struggle to answer simple questions about what you want. Like you don't even know what you want anymore. You spend more time being reactive than really taking time to reflect and think about what it is you want. You feel guilty when you take time to rest or when you say no. And you really make time for yourself without feeling like you should be doing something else. Most of all, you feel disconnected from the woman that you are becoming. And none of these signs mean something is wrong with you, but they are invitation. It's an invitation for you to stop, pause, and pay attention. Awareness comes before change. And so here's a simple exercise I want you to do. I'd like you to leave with a simple exercise. Take out a journal or a piece of paper. Write at the top of it, what am I carrying right now that no longer belongs to me? Don't rush answering the question. Be honest with yourself. Maybe it's an expectation. Maybe it's a responsibility that you've outgrown. Maybe it's a role you've been playing for years that you have to let go. Just notice what comes up when you begin to honestly answer that question, because sometimes clarity begins with naming what has become too heavy for you to carry. And that one question can reveal more than you could ever expect for it to reveal. And so, in closing, if this conversation resonates with you, I want to encourage you to take the next step. I've created an alignment reset workbook. It's created to help you pause, reflect, and honestly assess where you are right now. It's a simple but powerful personal check-in designed for women who are ready to reconnect with themselves and move forward with greater intention. You will find the link below. And if you're looking for a community and conversation with like-minded women, I would love to welcome you into Thrive Circle. So remember, being strong doesn't mean carrying everything alone. You deserve space to reflect, reset, and choose what comes next with intention. Thank you for spending time with me in this video. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for doing the work. I'll see you in the next video.